So we're carrying on looking at light. I touched briefly last time on reflection. Today we're going to look at it in more detail and you're going to have a chance to explore it yourself. So, reflecting light. How is light reflected? Okay, so reflection is when light bounces off of a surface, changing the direction of the ray of light. All objects reflect light. Smooth and shiny surfaces reflect all of the rays of light at the same angle, rather than scattering. So notice there it says all objects reflect light, not just some, they all reflect it. It's just that the shinier surfaces reflect it so that you can see it more clearly. The light ray that hits the mirror or other object is described as the incident ray. So it's here, this is the incident ray coming from the torch, and then it hits the mirror or the object, and then it becomes the reflected ray once it has been reflected. When rays of light reflect, they obey the law of reflection. The angle of incidence always equals the angle of reflection. Now that sounds a bit complicated, but basically what that means is that the angle that it hits the line, so imagine this is the dotted line here, okay? The torch light hits the mirror here. The angle between the middle and the torch is your angle of incidence, okay? Then the angle it comes off at in the other direction is always the same. So the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. So if this was a 45-degree angle here, it would come off at a 45-degree angle here. So if you've got a mirror in front of you, the law of reflection is what allows you to see yourself reflected in the mirror. So light from the bulb hits the boy's face and bounces off. It then goes to the mirror, and then it comes from the mirror and is reflected back into the eye. That is what allows you to see yourself in the mirror. So have a look at this here. How do you think the light is travelling to enable the boy to see the computer behind the wall? Okay, so remember the light is going to go from here to the boy, mirror, it's going to bounce off, and that's going to allow them to see what's on the other side. Now you could use this to make a periscope. Now a periscope is what they used to have on submarines, and that allows them to see from lower down over a wall. They used to have it in World War I in the trenches too, so they would have a periscope, they could sit in the trench and see over into no man's land. So you could do that nice and simply. All you would have to do is have a tube and 2 mirrors. Now we appreciate that being at home, not all of you will have 2 disposable mirrors, but if you do and you'd like to have a go, it is really worthwhile. So we appreciate that not all of you are going to have the mirrors. So instead, what I'm going to show you in a second is a video from Mrs. Woolston, who is explaining another activity you should easily, hopefully best do at home, with simply a phone light or a laser pen if you have one, or a torch, and 1 mirror. And it will hopefully show the same effect. If you could have a go at it, and if you manage to record it and send it to us, that'd be great. Okay guys, remember the rest of your home learning is as normal this week, so either BBC Bite Size for English and Maths, or if you want to carry on with White Rose Maths, you're more than welcome to. I shall see you for our live lesson tomorrow, 11:30 on Thursday. Alright, see you later guys, bye.
Okay, good morning everyone. So today's lesson we're going to carry on from the science that we were learning earlier on in the week and how we look and we see through our eyes. Sorry, my dog just decided to move then. Okay, as you can see, I'm in my dining room table. I have a table mat, which mine happened to be square. I have a mirror, and that's just supported by some coasters to stop it falling over. Okay, so what we're going to do is using a laser pen, I'm going to show you what happens when a beam of light hits a mirror at 90 degrees, first of all. So you can see it's hitting at 90 degrees and it's just bouncing off exactly over the light path that it originally hit the mirror. It's a nice straight line. However, if we take the laser pen to the corner of the table mat now, that would be a 45 degree-ish angle that it's going to hit the mirror at. We'll see what happens now. Okay, you can see it hits the mirror and bounces off at the same angle but in the opposite direction. So it's hitting at 45 degrees and reflecting off 45 degrees as well. Now, you're probably thinking that you can't do this at home because you don't have a laser pen. However, we'll show you how it works just as well using the light on your mobile phone. So first of all, we're going to shine the light straight at the mirror. Again, it just gives a nice broad beam, but straight back from the mirror, following the same path. Taking the torch to the other side of the table mat, the corner of the table now, and you see the light beam has moved to the opposite corner. So it's reflecting at 45 degrees in the opposite direction. And if we move it the other way, it goes the other way. So I'm hoping you at home will set up this experiment, have fun, see how you can get on with it. We've tried all sorts of mirrors before filming this. I've used the mirror on a Superdrug card. I've used a larger mirror that is a little bit curved, but what seems to work just as well. So get cracking, find some reflective surface and get your mobile phones out and have fun. Why not send photographs or upload videos so that we can put them on our website or on our Twitter feed? That would be really good. Hope you have fun. Bye. Okay, so since we last recorded, we've been playing around. I've now got the Superdrug Beauty card at this corner, and we're going to see if we can get the light to reflect off two mirrors. So you can see it's creating a triangle now, because it's hitting the first mirror, reflecting at 45 degrees, hitting the second mirror, and then reflecting off that as well. So again, a bit more fun you can have at home, trying all these things if you can find more than one mirror. And then showing you what happens with a reflective surface. I took one of my glasses out of the cupboard. I'm just going to shine the mirror, move that mirror away, shine the light at my crystal glass, and watch what happens to the light as it hits all the different surfaces of the glass, almost like a disco ball. Okay, as I said earlier, have fun with your science experiments this afternoon. Bye.